Welcome to the Vietnam arc. Looking back, these videos captured the beginning of my journey as a content creator and traveler. While these videos aren't perfect, they captured the start of my content creation and how far I came since then. My parents were born in Vietnam and I was born in the USA. This trip gave me a chance to experience Vietnam through food, daily life, restaurants, and everyday moments. This wasn't just a trip to Vietnam, it was a chance to explore a country that has always been part of my story. I hope you enjoyed the journey. Come with me to eat Thai food in Vietnam.
Jasmine chili Thai cuisine.
The grilled beef saute. Chicken pad thai. Mango sticky rice. I give this place a 8 out of 10. Come with me to eat dim sum in Vietnam.
San Phu dim sum.
Szechuan dumplings, pork and mushroom dumplings, scallop and shrimp dumplings, prawn rice flour rolls, goose liver dumplings, red bean chocolate buns. They gave me a free milk tea on the house for $3.99. This was the best milk tea I ever had. This tasted like a basic hot gao shrimp dumpling, but I really loved hot gao, so it was really good. Here we have the pork and mushroom shumai. It was piping hot, but it was kind of bland though. Next we have the scallop and shrimp dumpling. Something about hot gao is so nostalgic for me, so good. This one was a letdown. I wasn't a fan of the soy sauce they used. The goose liver dumpling was amazing. This was the first time I had something like this, and it was so good. And for dessert, I got some red bean and chocolate pig buns. Aw, look at these. They're so cute. This wasn't too sweet, but for me, I love sweet things, so I wish it was sweeter. I give this place a 7 out of 10. Only eating food from Grab for 24 hours. Alright, let's see how affordable it is to order delivery in Vietnam. So pretty much, I'm going to open up the Grab app, which is like Uber Eats in the States. First, I'm going to order a banh mi combo. After that, I'm going to order 2 drinks, one for now and one for later. And finally, I'm going to order a snack and a dessert for myself. Alright, I got banh mi from Win Hoa. And if you go in person, expect long waits in line. Or you could be like me and just order it through Grab. Here we have the Vietnamese iced coffee and the matcha oat milk with no ice. Here's my snack and dessert. Look at that. Whew. Here's the first bite. And I would hate to admit this, but I would wait in line for this. I would say I could eat 2 of these and I'd be good for the whole day. So much meat, so much veggies, ooh, so much pate. Damn, so good. Alright, now it's time for the Vietnamese coffee. And to be honest, it's not the best and it's not the worst. And this is my second time ordering the matcha from this place, and I would recommend it. It's really good. Since the matcha didn't have any ice, I decided to just add it to the coffee and make matcha ice Vietnamese coffee. Alright, here is the bun bao that came with the banh mi. I'm not a big fan of bun baos, but this one was really good. I like it. I would order it again. This was so good. I wish I bought 2 of them. And the last thing I ordered was this chocolate toast. I wish it was sweeter. Alright, right now it's time for dinner, and I'm gonna order a gum sung. Alright, time to open this up. As you can see, we have the egg here, we have the sausage, pork chop, then we have some pork floss. At the very top, we have some Chinese sausage. Now it's time to open up the fish sauce and add it to the gum sung. We have our protein, we have our fats, we have our carbs. This is everything you ask for in a meal. All this was $6.66 US. These 2 drinks were $3.93 US. This was $4.77 US. And for dinner, It was $3.49 US. And the total for today was $18.86 US. And remember, all of this could have been way cheaper if I went out and got it myself. So, can I retire if I ate like this every day? Yes, I can. And I will. Come get teeth whitening with me in Vietnam. So in 2021, I bit the bullet and finally got Invisalign. Here are my before and afters. I have been meaning to get my teeth whitened for a while now, but I thought it was a little bit too expensive in the States, so I held it off. But since I'm in Vietnam right now, why not get it? Back in the States, it costs around $500 for teeth whitening. Let's see how much it costs in Vietnam. This is currently what my teeth look like.
Saigon White Dental.
And this is my teeth after the whitening. So after teeth whitening, they recommend doing an all-white diet. So this is what I ate. After 2 days, this is my before and after. The total was $136.52 US. Not bad. I give this place a 10 out of 10. Come with me to eat Korean barbecue in Vietnam.
Homey Dough Barbecue.
Today I got a room by myself and I ordered the lunch combo. After a few minutes, the staff brings out the food. Look at all the sides they give you. Wow, look at that. Whew. For the meats, I got pork belly and pork collar. And finally, I got aged kimchi stew and 2 bowls of rice. And once you get all your food, the staff starts to grill everything. The pork was nicely caramelized on the outside and juicy on the inside. Every bite had so much going on, from the meat, the veggies, kimchi, and all the other side dishes. Everything was nicely balanced. The aged kimchi was so soft, it almost melted my mouth. The soup was bubbling and bright red. It's sour and savory. And the tofu just soaks up all the kimchi flavor. This is all the damage I was able to do. And for dessert, they give you 2 slices of watermelon. And the total ends up to be $22.87 US. I give this place a 10 out of 10. Come with me to eat Japanese food in Vietnam.
Natsuya. Saigon Sky Garden.
Once inside, you can see 2 kiosks where you can order food from. After you order, you go ahead and find yourself a seat. Apparently, Natsuya is everywhere in Japan and is known for being super cheap. Let's see how affordable it is in Vietnam. Today I got a small beef rice bowl, 1 matcha latte. They gave us 2 miso soups, 1 fried takoyaki, and finally 1 pork loin cutlet curry medium size. If I had to describe the food here, I would say it tastes exactly the same as Yoshinoya back in California. All the food today was simple, nothing fancy, nothing memorable on its own, just basic meals. But somehow, that simplicity felt comforting. Being alone in Vietnam for the first time in my life, I've been feeling the quiet more deeply. And in the quiet, even simple food can feel grounding. I remember my friends as kids, just hanging out at Yoshinoya, laughing and not worrying about anything. Thinking about those moments and about my family and friends back home makes the distance feel less heavy. The total for today was $8.95 US. I give this place a 7 out of 10. Come with me to eat at Pizza 4 Ps in Vietnam.
Pizza 4 Ps.
Today, I finally had the chance to try the famous Pizza 4 Ps to see if it truly lives up to all the hype. I made a reservation right at opening time, and even then, the place was already filling up fast. I'm not sure if this officially qualifies as fine dining, but it definitely had that elevated upscale feel from the moment I walked in. Today, I got crispy fried chicken with oriental sauce and homemade jalapeno sauce. Next, I got a baked lasagna with homemade mozzarella. And for my pizza, I got a tandoori chicken curry. And finally, for dessert, I got a rich Vietnamese cacao terrine and homemade vanilla ice cream. I got a free scoop of ice cream on the house. The chicken was crispy and juicy with what I believe was a hint of Chinese fried spice that added a subtle kick. The jalapeno sauce wasn't overly spicy, it kind of reminded me of Nuc Mam. The lasagna had a bright, zesty flavor, and the mozzarella was rich and flavorful. As for the pizza, it needed a little extra help at first, but once I added some chili oil and honey, the flavors really came alive. The cacao terrine was absolutely delightful, smooth, rich, and wonderfully creamy. The total was $26.61 US. I give this place a 10 out of 10. Come with me to eat Mexican food in Vietnam.
Rico Taco.
It's Taco Tuesday somewhere in the world, and today that somewhere is Vietnam. I'm getting 4 different types of tacos, 1 burrito, and a dessert to top it off. I'll spare you my attempts at pronouncing everything. The carnilla taco was the best one. The pork was tender and juicy. The pickled cabbage added a nice tangy flavor. Everything tied together perfectly. The barbacoa taco was pretty standard. It was good, but it wasn't as good as the first taco. The gabalon taco had a nice sweet flavor because of the pineapple, and overall, it was a pretty good taco. The birria de barrio was well done and not gamey. The mozzarella added a rich and creamy flavor that elevated the taco. The carne asada burrito was just as good as the ones you get from Taco El Gordo. And if you know, you know. The canastas de churro was unique. The jalapeno ice cream had a hint of heat, and with the crispy churro, it created the perfect sweet and spicy finish. The total today was $25.90. I give this place an 8 out of 10. No ladders, just a long stick. This is how my family harvests mangoes in Vietnam. I didn't expect this. After my first Pizza 4P video, I had 2 people tell me that I had to try the crab biscotti. You may want to try the crab biscotti, they're known for that dish. I'm here to vouch for that crab biscotti too. So today I'm back at Pizza 4Ps to try the dish you guys recommended, the crab tomato cream spaghetti with ricotta cheese. And you guys were right, this crab biscotti is amazing. The tomato cream sauce, the ricotta cheese, and the real crab all stand out on their own while still blending together perfectly. And the noodles were cooked perfectly al dente. Nice and chewy. For only $5.09, this is easily a 9 out of 10. So what should I try next? Today I'm trying Pizza 4P's most recommended pizza, the Burrata Parma Ham. And since Pizza 4P lets you order at half and half, I also got to try their Tom Yum pizza too. The Burrata Parma Ham pizza was creamy, salty, cheesy, and insanely rich. The light, salty Parma ham paired perfectly with the light, airy crust. The Tom Yum pizza was tangy, savory, and packed with that signature Tom Yum flavor. Adding honey and chili oil is highly recommended. It brings the flavors to the next level. The total came out to $12.46, 10 out of 10. What's your favorite pizza topping? Because did you know that you can get A5 Wagyu in Vietnam? Come with me to eat Japanese A5 Wagyu in Vietnam. Today I'm at Yushimania for a combo plate with 5 different cuts of meat and all you can eat salad bar and ice cream. The total comes out to be $54.05. People are right, A5 Wagyu melts in your mouth. Absolutely delicious. Every cut had its own unique texture and flavor, but the standout for me was the Spencer roll. It had the perfect mix of meat and fat. 10 out of 10. Now I understand why people obsess over A5 Wagyu. Have you ever tried cold soba noodles? You honestly have to try them to understand the appeal. One last Japanese spot before I leave Vietnam. Today's stop, Kushikatsu Ibitsu Soten. For $16.64, I got cold soba noodles with a side of tempura and a dragon roll. The soba noodles was super refreshing. Hot weather and chilled noodles just worked together. The tempura was light and not too oily. The dragon roll was nothing crazy, but it was still good. 8 out of 10. What's something that you never expected to enjoy but end up loving? This is what fine dining in Vietnam looks like. On my last night in Vietnam, I'm experiencing fine dining at Hey Boa. You can tell that the presentation is a huge focus here. You can really notice the level of care and detail put into every dish. Refined, creative, and elegant. Every course felt intentional and balanced. This trip showed me a completely different side of Vietnam. From street food to Mexican, Japanese, Korean, Italian, and so much more, Vietnam really has it all. Honestly, I can't wait to come back to Vietnam. This might be one of the fanciest meals I had in Vietnam. For my last night in Vietnam, I'm at Hey Boa. This meal featured 8 different dishes, each with its own twist. The restaurant had a very modern and relaxing atmosphere. Every dish felt carefully thought out, from presentation to flavor. Some dishes were rich and savory, while others were lighter and more refreshing. The variety between each dish made the whole experience feel unique. This place was honestly more of an experience than just a meal. Definitely one of the most memorable meals I had traveling. Free food, free drinks, and comfy seats. That is luxury right there. I finally understand the hype behind airport lounges now. This year I got 4 free lounge passes, and my first stop, Rose Business Lounge in Vietnam. The buffet had way more options than I expected. Vegetarian dishes, spaghetti, mung bean, sticky rice, fresh fruit, juice, soda, and even alcohol. But the best thing was the bun gan tit hell, the Vietnamese pork noodles. Let me be honest real quick. I went back for 3 bowls. Skin delicious. What airport lounge should I visit next?